Hey everybody, welcome back. So today I'm going to bust a myth here. You don't need to spend a fortune on a backpack for your survival gear. Right here, I've got about a $6 bug out bag. This is the Czech Military M85 shoulder bag. Alright folks, welcome back. Now if you've been looking around for backpacks and haversacks and stuff like that, you can understand that you can spend a whole lot of money looking at some of the higher quality, better quality gear out there. Some of it's ultralight, some of it's water resistant, all that other stuff. Now, if what you're looking for is maybe something to put in your car for long road trips, maybe a get-home bag that you keep in your desk at work, maybe maybe you travel an hour every day to work and you want something in your vehicle, something like this really hits it out of the park. This is the M85 shoulder bag from the Czech Military. This bag is a medium-sized shoulder bag. It was issued to soldiers in the Czech Army. Originally, they were supposed to be intended as gas mask bags, but the soldiers found them so useful that they became an all-purpose transport bag. So really, for less than the price of a cup of expensive coffee, you get a military shoulder-grade bag that no commercial bag can compete with. It's very functional. It's simple in design. You have a nice grab handle on top. You have your shoulder strap back here, okay? You got D-rings on here and on the bottom as well. And there's a reason that this is making a lot of noise. I'm going to show you all this little bag can hold. So let me move the camera a little bit, and we're going to go inside, and I'm going to tell you all about what's in there and what you may choose to put in there. Now, what I have in here isn't necessarily what I would do for a day pack. I just wanted to stuff a lot of survival in there and show you how well this thing holds gear. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is unbuckle it, and these buckles are very, very simple. They're really good to cinch down, too. You can really, if you want, you can really cinch these down really, really well. But they're also easy to open. Then you have, across the top here, you have another flap here that will protect your items, and this is all that thick, heavy plastic. I mean, that kind of rubberized plastic feeling. You've got this guy across the top here. So let's pull that out. There you go. And then you have this layer here, which is the internal storage and pockets. So we'll get into what the features of the bag are in a minute. I just want to pull all this stuff out and show you how much this can hold for such a tiny little bag. Now this isn't to be confused with the other full-size bag they have for the Czech Military. What is it, M86 or something? It's a bigger full-size backpack. I'm just pulling gear out of here now, and we'll back up and show you all of it. I'll move the bag out of the way, actually. Okay, this isn't to be confused with that. That's a full-size bag. This is more of a haversack kind of thing. Okay, and when I say haversack, they generally refer to a small, sturdy bag carried on the back or shoulders for hikers and soldiers. So let's move the bag out of the way, and I'll show you really quick all the gear I got in here. So for a basic survival kit, I guess this wouldn't be too bad, or a get-home type bag. I've got my Boundless Voyage titanium cook kit with an alcohol stove in there. I've got the alcohol for it. Nice little hank of paracord. This is the Sawyer Squeeze, not the Sawyer Squeeze. This is the MSR Trail Shot water filter. Got some coffee, first aid kit, a meal. I just tossed it in there. And really quickly, I want to show you this. This is my roll-up survival kit here. Fire starters, all sorts of other gear, a little survival card there, signaling device, Victorinox knife sharpener, got a knife in here on the end, the SEMA AUS-8, eating utensil, a ferro rod, all that stuff is in here, okay? So you can fit a whole lot of survival gear in this little bad boy and really, really do well with it. Let me move it out of the way, and we'll get into the bag itself. There we go. So in the bag, you're going to have this flap. You're going to have a storage pocket in front here. Now, I just put a meal in there. You could put maps in there, whatever else you need. When the bag is closed, you can still reach that without having to open that top. Over here, with this flat back, and yes, you will notice that it's worn a little bit. These are used. They're in very good condition. You'll have a few nicks here and there, like there's a couple spots here where it's, the rubber has started to wear off. But as a general rule, these are in really, really good condition. And I did wash this. I just used some Dawn soap. some hot water, wiped it off, and yes, it was really dirty. I'll be honest with you. It was the dirt was pouring off it, but inside it was fairly clean. So you got these 2 pockets in here, okay? 2 big pockets in there, and you've got this full-size bag in the back here. It weighs 1.3 pounds. The dimensions are 10.5 inches wide by 9.9 inches high and 5 inches deep. Now I could see this again being an awesome day pack if you go out to hike for the day. An everyday carry kit, a get-home bag, car emergency kit, pretty much anything you can think of. Really, really cool. Water-resistant exterior. Multiple internal pockets. You got a divider up front. You have a very large adjustable shoulder strap, and this is very comfortable. Once it's full, I noticed something about this bag. When I put it on empty, I cleaned it all up, dried it out, put it on with the shoulder strap, and I was like, this is kind of weird feeling, it didn't feel right. Then I filled it up with that gear that I just showed you, and I was pretty impressed. It actually balances very well, kind of gives you a nice place to rest your arm while you're walking, and it's just the right height on this. I mean, it's pulled all the way out, but it's just the right height for me. I'm rather tall. So, on here, you've got this little strap back here. You do have D-rings on the bottom, and the reason I mention that is because I was going to put a tarp in here for shelter. This guy right here, I have really rolled up tight. You probably could lash that on there using the D-rings, so no worry about that at all. There's definitely enough room there. You have that little guy there, and you have the handle, and as you can tell, this stuff is bolted on here. It's not going anywhere. So for $5.95, okay, you can pick up a bag like this, use it as either your everyday carry bag, your emergency bag. It doesn't, even though it's an older military bag, and these are around 1990s manufacture, it doesn't really scream tactical. There are, at least when I was younger, the trend was to carry old military-style bags like this for women for purses. I've seen guys carrying stuff like this around big cities, so it's not going to stand out. It doesn't scream, Molly webbing and, tactical looking, what people think of today as modern tactical stuff. So it is kind of gray, man. It kind of blends in. It does look kind of beat up, so it's not going to look brand new and expensive. There are little nicks here and there, little dings and dents on it, but all in all, it's in really good shape. And I'm really excited to use this because I figure once I get my scooter running, got to bring it up to the shop. Once I get the scooter running, if I'm going out to shoot videos on it, I can just strap that on my shoulder and ride off. So I'll be able to carry gear to test and all that stuff too. But it's also a cool day pack. If you're going out hiking for a day, if you like to just go hiking, if you're watching this and you have nothing to do with survival or prepping, this is an awesome hiking day pack, just for the day. So that is it. That is the Czech Military M85 shoulder bag. They do have a larger backpack that's the same material from the Czech Military. This isn't this is the smaller bag. This is the haversack. Again, it's a little small sturdy bag. You carry it on your back or your shoulder. And it really does hold a lot of stuff. I mean, you saw all the stuff that this bag held. You wouldn't think you could fit all this stuff in there. I was actually impressed when I was packing it, So I got all this gear in there, I was really impressed with it. So I'm definitely liking it. It's a cool little bag. If you have, a big thing here is where I live is about an hour away from Vegas, and people travel into Vegas to work every day. If you're going into somewhere like that, or when I lived in Westchester County in New York and people commuted into the city, if you drive every day like an hour back and forth, having something like this with some emergency provisions in it is priceless. Now, I didn't manage to put water in here, but there's a way to figure that out too. So for $5.95, I will put the link down below. This is on keepshooting.com. I love that website for military surplus. They really have some cool stuff there. Definitely check them out. The link will be down below, along with all our other links, as well as our Amazon web store. Don't forget to check out our Thrive Life store as well. We have March specials coming up for you folks to get deliveries. We've got some really good March specials. I'll be doing a video on that later on in the week because March is coming up soon. So don't forget to check that out. And don't forget to check out our Food for Patriots link. That's preparewithiridium.com. Preparewithiridium.com. Down below. Check them out. Got sales on that stuff too. So it's ready to go for you. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.